Mike Tyson reveals his 10 favorite boxers, a deep dive into his inspirations. When Mike Tyson was asked about his favorite boxers of all time, he didn't hesitate to name the legends who shaped his fighting spirit. These aren't just names from history. They represent everything Tyson values in boxing: power, discipline, heart, and greatness. His list reveals the men who built the foundation of his own style: aggressive, technical, and fearless. At the top of Tyson's list stands Muhammad Ali, the man who inspired generations inside and outside the ring. Tyson has always admired Ali's confidence, charisma, and bravery. He often says Ali wasn't just a fighter, he was a symbol of willpower and belief. "He's the greatest there ever was," Tyson once stated. He stood for something bigger than boxing. For Tyson, Ali's greatness wasn't only in his speed or footwork, it was in his mind. Even when the world doubted him, Ali never doubted himself. That kind of mental strength shaped Tyson's own mindset as a young fighter. Next comes Jack Dempsey, the Manasseh Mauler. Tyson studied his films endlessly. As a teenager under trainer Cus D'Amato, Dempsey's relentless forward pressure and killer instinct became the blueprint for Tyson's early fighting style. Tyson often says that when Dempsey stepped into the ring, he didn't fight for points. He fought to destroy. That energy, that hunger is what Tyson tried to capture in his prime years. Then there's Sonny Liston, a fighter Tyson admired for his sheer intimidation factor. Liston had that aura of danger, a presence that made opponents lose before the first punch was thrown. Tyson understood that psychological warfare was part of boxing, and he used it masterfully, just like Liston. Tyson once admitted, "When I looked into Liston's eyes, even on film, it felt like looking at a lion ready to eat." Among the lighter divisions, Tyson has deep respect for Roberto Durán, the Panamanian legend known as Hands of Stone. Tyson loved how Durán combined raw aggression with technical mastery. Durán could brawl, but he could also box beautifully, a rare balance that Tyson appreciated. He often said that Durán fought with the soul of a heavyweight trapped in a smaller body. He also spoke highly of Sugar Ray Leonard, whose speed, strategy, and intelligence inside the ring amazed Tyson. Leonard represented the art of boxing: precision, rhythm, and movement. Tyson admired how Leonard could read an opponent and adjust instantly, turning fights into mind games. Another name Tyson mentioned was Joe Louis, the Brown Bomber. Tyson respected Louis not only for his record-breaking dominance, but for how he carried himself as a champion. Louis didn't talk, and he let his fists speak. That calm composure, that silent confidence, reminded Tyson that true power doesn't always need to be loud. Tyson also included Henry Armstrong, one of the most relentless fighters in history. Armstrong held world titles in 3 weight divisions simultaneously, an almost impossible feat. Tyson called him a machine who never stopped throwing punches. For Tyson, Armstrong represented pure endurance and passion. Of course, Tyson couldn't ignore Sugar Ray Robinson, whom many consider the greatest pound-for-pound fighter ever. Robinson's perfect mix of speed, timing, and style was the definition of boxing perfection. Tyson once said, "Everyone after Robinson is just trying to copy him." Another name that appears in Tyson's list is Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., a warrior who embodied the fighting spirit of Mexico. Tyson admired his toughness, his ability to take punishment and keep coming forward, and his loyalty to his fans. Tyson said Chavez fought with pride and every punch carried emotion. Finally, Tyson often praises Evander Holyfield, his longtime rival. Despite their infamous fights, Tyson has admitted he deeply respects Holyfield's heart and discipline. "He's one of the toughest men I've ever faced," Tyson said. Their rivalry was built on pain, pride, and respect, a reminder that greatness often comes from facing someone equally great. Each name on Tyson's list tells a story of courage, pain, and mastery. These boxers weren't just champions, they were warriors who lived and bled for their craft. Tyson's admiration for them shows that even the fiercest fighter in the world remains a student of the sport, always learning from those who came before him. Through his list, Tyson pays tribute not only to the champions of the past, but to the spirit of boxing itself, a sport built on struggle, sacrifice, and self-belief. How Tyson's favorite boxers shaped his fighting style and mindset. Every boxer who steps into the ring carries the influence of those who came before. and Mike Tyson is no exception. Behind the power, speed, and aggression that defined Iron Mike lies a foundation built from studying the greats he admired. Each of his favorite boxers contributed something unique to Tyson's style, both physically and mentally. When Tyson talks about Muhammad Ali, it's not just about admiration, it's about learning how to carry oneself like a champion. Ali taught Tyson that boxing is more than fists. It's about willpower and presence. Ali fought with a purpose beyond the ring: pride, justice, and identity. Tyson has often said, Ali made you believe you could be more than human. That belief fueled Tyson's confidence, teaching him that every great fighter must first win the fight in his mind before winning it in the ring. From Jack Dempsey, Tyson absorbed the art of ferocity. Dempsey's signature was his explosive starts. He would rush his opponents like a storm. Tyson copied that pattern, blending it with modern defense. Under the guidance of Customato, Tyson watched Dempsey's tapes frame by frame, learning how to move in tight, throw compact punches, and attack with controlled chaos. Dempsey's style lived again through Tyson, only faster, sharper, and more ruthless. Sonny Liston influenced Tyson's psychological warfare. Liston never needed words to scare opponents. His glare was enough. Tyson understood that fear was a weapon, and he used silence as his armor. No pre-fight talk, no smiles, just the cold stare that froze opponents before the first bell. Tyson once said, "Fear is my friend. It makes me fight harder." That lesson came straight from watching Liston's intimidating aura. Roberto Durán taught Tyson how to blend emotion with discipline. Durán fought like he was born to fight, raw, passionate, and unbreakable. Tyson admired how Durán could turn rage into focus. He learned that the best fighters don't suppress their emotions, they control them. Tyson used this energy to fuel his ferocity, fighting with both heart and precision. From Sugar Ray Leonard, Tyson borrowed adaptability and patience. Leonard's ability to switch tactics mid-fight showed Tyson that brains could beat brawn. Tyson realized that even in chaos, timing and intelligence matter. Though his own style was built on pressure, Tyson respected Leonard's mastery of rhythm, knowing when to strike and when to wait. Joe Louis influenced Tyson's understanding of professionalism and respect for the craft. Louis didn't boast or seek attention. He simply dominated with quiet power. Tyson admired how Louis balanced humility with destruction. Joe Louis was a gentleman killer, Tyson once said. That balance inspired Tyson to see boxing as not just violence, but art and duty. Henry Armstrong represented endurance and volume, two things Tyson trained to perfect. Armstrong's constant motion and endless punches taught Tyson that aggression must never fade. Every second in the ring is a test of stamina and will. Tyson pushed himself through brutal training sessions, driven by the image of Armstrong's relentless spirit. When it came to Sugar Ray Robinson, Tyson saw the blueprint for technical perfection. Robinson's style was smooth, fluid, and almost beautiful. Tyson said, Robinson had the rhythm of music in his punches. From Robinson, Tyson learned that boxing could be poetry, that behind every knockout there should be timing, accuracy, and grace. Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. inspired Tyson with his toughness and pride. Chavez fought not just for himself, but for his people. Tyson respected his discipline, fighting over 100 professional bouts and always giving his all. From Chavez, Tyson learned that consistency and heart can outlast even the hardest punch. Finally, Evander Holyfield became Tyson's teacher through rivalry. Holyfield's courage and faith showed Tyson that strength isn't only physical. Tyson has admitted that Holyfield's ability to stay calm under pressure, to never back down, changed the way he saw boxing. Holyfield was the warrior I always wanted to be, Tyson confessed years later. Together, these 10 boxers shaped the essence of Mike Tyson, a fighter forged from the lessons of history. From Ali's confidence to Dempsey's aggression, from Durán's heart to Robinson's elegance, Tyson became a living combination of their greatness. He once said, "I'm a product of every great fighter before me. They made me who I am,